Let me set the record straight for a minute. Hate, I get it, say it with them. I don't give a I'm cool with it. Playin', peep the fans with them. Yeah, they gon' remember mine. Yeah. You and I, they already. He an outlaw, getting off when he calls envy. Hit the peanut gallery, they all jelly. Yeah, they gon' remember mine. Yeah. We let them say what they gon' say about us. Just Siri, ask who I'm. You can find them on the app. Yeah, they call me Peaky Blinders. You bet your bottom dollar I'm a classic. 64 Impala, me, I been the plug. Plead the fifth when the name that get brought up. Real legend never die. Still with the business, you should cry, let it lie. Side 4 and 9, that's Korea suicide. Tell her one time, forever in my prime. They remember my name. Yeah.
From the depths of chaos, legends rise. Every suit, a weapon. Every pilot, a warrior. Crafted for the courageous. Built for the bold. The races will test you. The question is, will you survive?
Hello everyone! Good evening, GM, GX, wherever you are. Welcome to GGWP, of course, our community game night here in the Game Testers program. I am your captain for tonight. My name is Mazing. Hello. Saying hi to all of our game testers on Discord tonight. Woo. Hello, Lucifer, Mido. Eggsy, of course, is here. Everyone is here. Okay, so without any further ado, let me call on our Sugoi Squad for tonight, which is our Sugoi Squad B. We have Mona.
GM, hello everyone.
We have CRC.
Hello everyone.
And of course, we have 444.
GM everyone.
Hello, guys. Welcome. So, how is it going, guys?
I'm a bit shaky right now, for we have a very special guest from our third game tonight.
Ah, very shaky. Of course, let's shake that off, like what Taylor Swift said. So, guys, about our featured game for tonight, what can you say about this game? Like, give us a bit of an intro.
Yeah, so let me just start. So today we're diving into another epic game. It's called ExoGP. And so we would like you guys to tag your GT friends now and invite them to join the stream so we can party on the track later on.
Hello, hello. Sorry, sorry. I thought my mic is on. Sorry, guys.
Oh, there
So
you go.
before we proceed to featuring our games, again, hello everyone and hello GT fam, especially to all of my Sando community friends here. Welcome to another GGWP night with my Sugoi Squad B. So I would like to introduce myself. I'll be your host for tonight. I'm CRC, and joining me is my squad mates 444 and Mona.
Yes, hello guys. Mona here. Have you had your dinner or breakfast for people on the other side of the world? Hopefully, because today we're diving into ExoGP, and you will be hungry for more intense action here on ExoGP.
GM everyone, GM testers. I'm 444, one of the Sugoi GT Squad B and part of the Genbo clan, and hope you had a good meal because tonight we are about to leave you hungry for more with the intense action of ExoGP. If you've seen the bumper video, I bet you're thinking, wow, I need to play this.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. And here's the big news. Tonight, we've got a special guest straight from ExoGP team. You won't want to miss this because we're bringing the heat, the hype, and maybe even some surprises along the way.
That's right, Mona. And yes, it's not just one, but two guests from ExoGP who have given their time to us to introduce the game even more. So get ready for your questions because later we will have our giveaways.
Yes, and we've got some serious awesome prizes up for grabs. So listen up and make sure you don't miss your shot. All right, so who are the excited for our giveaways tonight? Press 1 in the chat to show your interest.
Yes, press 1, testers.
All right, so I'm seeing a lot of interested testers. So just to explain to you our giveaway mechanics, we have a lot of giveaway for tonight. First is we will be giving away 10 MKIV Exos. You just have to jump into our custom lobby later on and show off your skills using the starter pack. Top 5 players from each lobby will get 1 MKIV Exo each. Another is we have 20 epic loot capsules. And you just have to post the screenshot of your game profile with the hashtag ExoGP giveaway to enter the raffle. We will be dropping the sample screenshot in the Discord chat. So you have a sample screenshot there to follow. And then we have 200 flex points for game night participants, which you can redeem via a flight club code, which will be revealed later on the stream. And then we also have here 3 Exordium Anthology class enamel pins up for grabs to those who will come up with the best questions for our guests. So ask your questions about tonight's featured event using the hashtag ExoGP questions. All right. And before I forgot, we also have a giveaway, 1 Razer Wolverine B2 wired controller to be given away by raffle among the game hosts. Just kidding. We will be giving this away for the best question because this is only one, no? Best question that will be chosen by that team, Planet Atmos. All right. Okay. And so, don't also forget that we have an ongoing Ninmu quest for this. So, take your screenshot now showing the live stream and your name before you forget.
Okay, I hope everyone got that. I think we need to repeat that one, guys, because we're having some technical issues on Discord right now.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So can they
yeah,
hear
there's
us or
been like an echo within
oh,
the
where is that coming from though?
maybe it's from one of the senpais
Ah, I see. Okay.
sharing the screen. Yep. So yeah, but I think you posted that one, and they are starting to share their in-game screenshots
All right.
in the chat. So yeah,
Yeah. So hopefully they
yeah,
hear.
we're still having some echo, but I already tagged our sensei regarding it, and now everyone is flocking over YouTube to get a better stream. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe it's the mic, I think. But yeah, I've muted already DJ Nami who's sharing uh, the screen.
I'll see.
Yep.
Okay.
So about the giveaways, that's a lot of giveaways, guys. Like I, these are the moments that I wish I could participate in one.
True, true. How I wish we could
Yeah,
as
I
game
would love to
hosts.
participate also.
yeah. Yes, yeah, and also, so we will gather all the questions tonight about because I've been seeing the chats in the ExoGP channel that we have, and people have been wondering really like some tips and tricks, and maybe our guests can also enlighten us in some of these. But yeah, let us check back with our Sugoi. So many familiar names, yeah. Some of our testers have been really playing ExoGP, and they were so ecstatic when we started announcing that we're gonna do a playtest. So one of them is Crispy, and I was really shocked that they've been playing the game like long before. So they were. I bet they're gonna get the Tensai quest for this one. Really, really easy. So yeah, they have started giving us questions. So I can see Kuya Kev's getting questions there. So let's see if the echo is still there.
Yes, I'm still hearing it.
Oh, you're still hearing it. So I don't know who's it coming from. So is YouTube open or your Discord open, guys?
In Discord, they're also hearing the echo.
Okay, I don't hear it though. I don't have it on my side. So because we are live, yeah, okay. It's on the Discord. This always let's see. I'm gonna try and get our captain, our sensei, our moderator captain. In the meantime, guys, why don't we share where they're gonna get hold of ExoGP, the website. If you wanna share your screen, I can put that up.
Okay. So Errol, our 444 will be sharing the gameplay for tonight.
Wait, let me change my screen first. So you can see the Planet Atmos website.
So while Errol is fixing his screen, let me remind you also, guys, that we are also have an ongoing game test with ExoGP. So if you still haven't seen it in the announcement, based on the announcement, is take a screenshot from within your ExoGP game profile, having reached at least level 7 and raced at least once in the Dawn track in the time trials mode. So later, um, so Christopher will show us on how to get there, guys. And for those who are asking about the Tensei Gap Quest, the eligibility of this is you must reach at least level 21. And if you have more questions regarding these missions and with the Tensei Quest, our senpai and sensei will always be there to assist you. Right, Mona?
Sorry, I'm on mute. Yeah, so before we dive into the gameplay, I would just like to invite you all, our viewers on X and YouTube, to don't forget to like and share the live stream. Show some love by following and subscribing to our official social media pages so you never miss out on the action. You might also want to follow Planet Atmos on Twitter and join their tweet or their Discord server.
So for everyone who has already downloaded the game, so let's start with that get to know game for tonight. So I know a lot of you have been asking what are the requirements to download the game, and Mona, is ExoGP available on mobile?
Well, right now, ExoGP is currently only playable on PC. It's not available on mobile or console just yet. Sorry, mobile lovers. So if you're ready to dive into high-speed aerial action, make sure you're all set on PC. We will be pasting in the Discord chat the minimum and recommended specs to be able to play the game. Alright. Okay. So how to access the game? First, you have to download it from the Epic Games Store on your PC. Also, keep in mind that ExoGP has region restrictions. It's currently not available for download in the following regions: Crimea, Donetsk and Luhansk region, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Syria, China, Russia, and South Korea. I think most of our testers are coming from the Philippines, so I don't think we will have any problem with downloading the game, hopefully. But in any case you experience any issues, please join the Planet Atmos Discord server. Steve has dropped the link of their Discord server in the chat, I believe. So you can submit a ticket to get assistance from the Planet Atmos staff if you encounter any problems. Alright. So, Discord is saying no sound. So can't they hear us still? Or are they able to hear us? Hopefully yes. Can you hear us, guys?
Check.
Alright. I can
Press 1 if you don't
Okay,
hear.
all good now. All good in the hood.
Alright, yeah, so we can see that it's all good now. Yeah, so are we ready to dive into the action now? Hopefully. If you love high-speed racing and intense aerial battles, then this game is for you.
Okay. So, since we're good with our technical issues, and just so you know, we are live. It's
Yeah.
just okay. So why don't we intro our special guest for tonight? Let's have here the great root bear, Richard. Hi.
Hi, good morning, or GMGN. I guess it's
Yeah.
nighttime for everybody over there. How's everybody doing today?
Awesome.
I see a lot
Yeah.
of familiar names in the chat today. Hopefully no one makes me say anything strange. There's a bit of a trend, a little bit of a fun game that we have in the world of Planet Atmos, where people try to teach both my colleague Tiff and I some Tagalog, and inadvertently we always get told to say things that are
Oh
maybe not broadcast friendly. So I'm looking at the chat and I'm noticing no one is giving any suggestions. So we're off to a very, very good start. But yes, I'm here alongside a few of my colleagues. My name is Richard. I'm the head of marketing at Planet Atmos, and I am actually joined here today with my colleague Curio Queen Tiffany. She is our head of events. And we do have in the Discord as well to Brendan Garvey, who is one of the community managers. So of all those folks who are already ExoGP players, you will probably recognize all of our names and our faces. So, where should I start today? Just wanted to know. What would you like me to cover off first?
Yep, we got Tiff here. Hi.
Hi, GMGN. I'm Curio Queen. As Rich had the intro, I am the head of events. Happy to answer any questions in chat, so feel free to ping me and Garvey as well. But yeah, I think we were ready to get rolling, right, Rich?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So again, thank you so much for having us in today. We here, Planet Atmos is a studio that is building a series of games right within the Web3 space. But the one we are here to talk about today is our first game that is in alpha release right now, and that is ExoGP. And ExoGP, for everyone who's been in there, you can see that it is a combat flight racing game that takes place on the hostile world of Atmos. And the game is really inspired heavily by traditional arcade racing. So we're big fans of games like Mario Kart. Of course, we like simulation games. We love really complex games. But what we wanted to do was come up with something that filled in that space of more of a combat, fun, group racing experience. So take elements and then mix it with some great design that's inspired by our love of anime, especially mecha anime, and comic books. So what you see in ExoGP is you take a little bit of, say, Iron Man, combine that with the spirit of Formula One or rally racing, throw in some weapons, throw in some abilities, add a lot of competition, and you get the spirit, the core of ExoGP. Now, the game itself does feature 3 primary game modes. So for those who've been exploring, you've probably seen those come through. The first is time trials. Those are all single player one-lap races where it's all about you beating the clock. So you get to get on the leaderboards in your region and everything, and then you can compare yourself to everybody else in the world. The second game mode we have is multiplayer quick play. So those are multiplayer races that are online against up to 7 other competitors. Each of those races is 3 laps long, and you go onto a random track. That is, of course, a precursor to what will become our ranked level of play, but that is going to be released once we get closer to our full official retail release. And then, of course, lastly, custom games, the spirit of game nights, competitions, tournaments, or just having fun with friends. Custom games are available, and those are those private lobbies where you can just invite up to 8 people to just race, and you choose whatever track or race length you want to go after. Now, recently we have launched we've launched our largest update to date. So, if I actually go through the game a little bit right now, you will see right now, I've got to switch over my screen a little bit here because I'm on multiple screens, but give me 1 second. We have launched a substantial update. So what you actually have now in the game, and I'll take you through this a little bit right now, is we've added a bunch of new things. So we've just added 8 new tracks. So we have 20 tracks in total within the game. On top of that, we have added a bunch of, our game has always been built around in-game abilities and modules, and we've actually recently just launched a bunch of new ones. So these are all those capabilities you can have in game where you are able to combat everybody else within the space. So getting into the game, what I want to take is walk you folks through a little bit of how this all comes together. Also, on a separate note, is it possible to turn down the music a little bit? It's pretty loud right now in our speakers. So in-game abilities and modules. So right now within the game, you have a number of different things that you are able to do. So in-game abilities and modules are really built around supporting capabilities around attack, defense, and flight. So these are, several, that means some of these will help you take out other pilots with offensive measures. Sometimes they are elements that help you actually just accelerate and find your way to keep up in the race. The modules we have right now are missiles. So those are missiles, very self-explanatory things that you can use to shoot down other players. We have smoke screens. So that's the ability to drop smoke screens behind you. So you are able to obscure the track a little bit, try to get other people to crash out. We have flares, which are blinding. It's a blinding mechanic. It's a flashbang, so you're able to shoot those forward and try to blind other players for a very short duration of time in order to get them to slow down a little bit. We have drop shields, so it's the ability to drop shields behind you, so you are able to protect yourself from people that are coming in behind you and create blockers or obstacles for people within the game. And then lastly, possibly my favorite, because I'm just a big fan of keeping up and going as fast as possible, we have the boost charger. So that is an ability that helps you recharge your afterburner faster and let you move quite a bit more quickly in the game. So the game itself is built around exos. So you fly an exosuit. So it is it's a mobile armor that's comprised of 5 core pieces. So we have our endo, so that's the bodysuit. You have the helmets, jetpack, gauntlets, so the like your gloves, greaves, which are your boots. So each of those pieces of equipment can be swapped in and out as you are able to get equipment and swap over components that you have on your suit. Now, excuse me. This is the basis of tuning, of how you actually adjust the performance of your suit in game. So for instance, if you have like different jetpacks, you can go through, and if you take a look at the screen, you should be able to see how the stats on the right side of the screen change as I'm mousing over these different components. Now that is the core spirit of tuning within the game. As you play, you can get equipment in your garage through 2 core methods. The first is by owning a Mark IV Genesis Exo, some of which we are giving away today and through the course of the playtest. And the second is through loot capsules. So, excuse me. Exosuit components can be collected through loot capsules, as an example, that are rewarded based off of you leveling up XP in game. So you'll see that right now I'm a level 20. Every time you finish a race, you have a progression bar that shows you how far you've progressed. Each time you clear a level, you'll get a loot capsule. Now, loot capsules we also reward as prizing within different types of events as well too. So each of these capsules, once you get them, you can take a look at them. And then once you open them up, they will reveal another piece of equipment that you could then potentially use for your exo. So I'm just opening up this one right now. And, oh, holy cow. Tiff, look at this jetpack.
Nice. Ooh, that
Whoa.
looks good. Let's see those stats.
Wait.
A little slower, I think, but 4 stars is quite nice.
God. Yeah, but this is a boost. This is all about boost because of that efficiency, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I got a super. Of course, I got the ultra high handling jetpack. That's like very rare.
No,
we'll see what happens.
This one's rigged.
I know. It's like it means I can be a very responsible pilot and not bump into anybody. I suppose that's not too bad, but anyway, so that's a great example. So you are able to get all this equipment through here, so I can collect that reward. Let's take a look at that. So that black and silver one, and once I get it, yeah, I can. Let's see. Yeah, I can start to equip the. There we go. I can equip that. Jetpack. So that is the basis for how you as you play through the game, you can actually customize your suit, and there's so many combinations you can have. So I know there was a comment actually there was a comment in the chat about how equipment drops, and are there metas that are really the ones that people really dominate with. So it's one of those it's a great question. It is one where we're actually very happy to say there really isn't a pure meta, because the stats of the EXO and what it does based off of how fast it goes, how well it handles, how much boost you regenerate, how much damage it can take, it's very much reliant on how you fly as a pilot. So there are some races you'll be in where there's so much interplay between, let's just say we just came out of a meta where we only had missiles. So it was very common to get shot at. So it would really help to be a little bit more durable. During that time, I don't think they're in the chat right now, but there was one player in our servers who was basically, I would say, would almost grief me in a good way, but they would wait to just keep shooting at me. So again, in those cases, I needed to be a little bit more durable, or I could be really fast to avoid those missiles, or I could be highly maneuverable to dodge those missiles. It depends on what your style of play is. I can say that, it is a racing game. You do need to have some speed, but depending on the tracks, some tracks are not great if you don't have good handling, if you're not an absolutely incredible pilot. So
how long do you think will it take for a newbie to be a good pilot?
I'm actually really happy you asked that question. So can I actually show? So we actually just launched our 3rd stage video, and I can actually share that screen. So let me see. This should work. Let me know if you can see my YouTube screen.
Yep, got it.
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that question of what will it take someone to do. So I'll give you a little bit of a background. The first question we get asked heavily right in the game is, can you use a keyboard and a mouse? Right? Because we often have to utilize, right? It's a controller-based game. So we do have keyboard and mouse controls. Excuse me. But, for us, we had actually built the keyboard and mouse system to be one that was, we know we're going to have keyboard and mouse controls, but as it exists right now, it's a very preliminary implementation. And something very, very funny happened that took us completely off guard. And quite frankly, we didn't think it was possible. We had never even considered this. But you'll see a showcase in this video, and I'll talk about it a little bit, but you'll see what's been going on, because in stage 3, something very fascinating happened and it really came out of the players in the Philippines. And it is something that I am very proud and I'm amazed to say was something nobody ever thought could happen, and has fundamentally changed our understanding of what is capable, of what players can be capable of in any game. I mean that. So let me play this for you, and let me know if the sound should come through.
Yep, it's coming.
Yeah, let's go. There's not a man that I fear. There's nobody here that can stop me. Cause I'm in a league of my own, yeah. Y'all can just sit back and watch me. They know who I am, they can't imitate. Don't stay in your lane, I'ma set it straight. I'm building my way to the top. You get in my way, you know that I'ma renovate. You know I'm about to lock it. I'm the monster they was looking for, just like the Loch Ness. They think they gon' knock me off the throne, they better stop it. They can never reach me where I'm at, I'm in a rocket cockpit. In other words, you can't touch me. It's like I got the ball and it's rugby. And you won't see me when I'm coming through. You can't stop me, I'm running through. I'm untouchable, yeah, 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 I'm untouchable, yeah.
I like to call our Philippines players the heroes of the East, because they fundamentally changed the way we saw that game. So all those names that you're seeing, those are all players who have come out of the Asia region, but they're coming out of the Philippines. And what's happened over the course of, so you asked how long. So this was my little bit of a story way of telling you this. It took, Tiff, I would say one stage for that change to happen. So we're talking about a time frame of roughly 4 to maybe 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, the fundamental level of competition changed within the game, and it raised everybody's level of competition. Originally the first region that really stepped up was the EU region. So I did see in the chat, I saw Russia's here, one of the early players who came in and started to really dominate on the tracks. We have a few players coming in, of course, from NA as well, too. Our original tournament champion, T-Pro, comes from North America. So in stage 1, that was very much the meta. Over the course of our second stage, which was 6 weeks long, we started to see this change. I did see them in the chat. Jawayan is in here, was one of the first players that actually really started to change our understanding of the game, because he started to put up these times and we had to ask. We said, wait, aren't you on a keyboard and a mouse? And that, if actually, Tiff, that video, that's Jawayan's video, isn't it? That's his mouse hand, isn't it? Or is that Jappy's?
It might be Jappy.
Yeah, so that mouse hand that you see, that's not stock footage. That's from a tutorial video that came in to show people how they're playing. And now I would say at least half the leaderboard is about half of the top 10 at minimum is now, about 50% of our top players are coming in from the Philippines, and they're coming in on keyboards and mice. Now, I will say, when we say mouse, it means like an actual, like a mouse, like, if it's like this one or this one. Don't use a touchpad. That is impossible. The game doesn't work on a touchpad. But yeah, so I would say in about 6 weeks, that's what we really saw in terms of that onboarding, which, when we took a look at other games, is very much in line with, what we expect to see for other titles. FPS games, it takes about 6 weeks to get to handle. When you're really coming in fresh, about 6 weeks to really get to know enough about the game to have game sense, develop that game sense. So we are seeing something very similar here too.
Wow. And that's like how many hours of playing per day?
Now that I can't tell you. Maybe in the chat. I know, again, I know I saw some familiar names. If they could let us know.
Let us know, Crispy.
I see Crispy's in there.
Yes.
And then I saw Carlo is in here as well too. Again, another very, very fast pilot. Yeah, let us know. I am curious. We do see play hours and play times, but we don't. I wouldn't say we check them every day for each individual. We do know. It was a very fun anecdote. This had happened originally in Europe. Our devs, our dev back in the server team was actually asking us a little bit about, oh hey, how's everything? We were just checking on someone's stats, and they said, well, this is everything seems to be working, but is everything okay? This person was playing for 16 hours. This one account played for 16 hours straight. So we actually, look, one of the most important things, and this is very, very important to us at Planet Atmos, is it's always wonderful to have people play our game, get used to it, practice it, get really good, get competitive. Just in general, I would say 16 hours of play, that's maybe too long to play continuously. Like, you have to eat, go for walks, stay healthy, exercise, see your friends and family. But it is important, because I know there are some studios that will say, oh, we want people to play. Like, I remember EverQuest and some of those early MMO days where you just played and then days would go by. You would never see daylight. But, we do want people to don't be alone together, right? Play together, right? Play together as a community, as friends, in person, online. Don't make sure you see the sun. So please see the sun.
Yes, guys. Touch some grass, guys. Yep. So, we got a lot of questions here.
Yeah. So let's go through the
reading
questions.
some of them. Yep. So about keyboard controls, like what's the best way to set them up for optimal handling and precision? Are there any recommended keybinds or adjustments to improve performance? This is from Pre-Gamer.
Yeah. Okay, so recommended keybinds. So we're actually, and this is one of those things that's, again, it's the nature of where we are in development. The keybinds for the keyboard mouse controls, like changing them, hasn't been implemented yet. So we do have a standard setup. However, in the tutorial videos that we've received, again, the community from the Philippines has been absolutely incredible. There are some suggestions for things like sensitivity settings on the keyboard, on mouse, and that makes the biggest difference. So we do have a few specialized videos. I'm not sure. Are we able to share those links, Tiff, in the chat? I want to make sure we don't do anything that gets you accidentally banned. Although it would add,
No, I've been good so far.
it was just funny because it would just add another another notch on the belt of servers that we've accidentally gotten you banned from.
Oh yeah.
But that could be that, so what we actually can do is we can share some tutorials on that keyboard and mouse play because again, the community's been so awesome. It's not just like a video of gameplay or, I always joke, it's not just a video showing pictures of the game. The actual the videos that were shared actually show the keys being hit. Like the same way that I have we can use controller views sometimes to show what's going on for like what buttons are being pushed. The keyboard videos do the same thing. So you can actually see what keys are being hit when they're being hit. And that is the best way to do it. But then outside of that, the next best way to really hone in on your settings is play together in custom games, because you'll need to figure out what's right for you. It's the same way when you use a controller. We always say, like, you have to sort of, some people will say, which way do you hold a controller, right? Do you hold it with your fingers, on the back? Do you hold a little bit wider? Which height of, you can see my sticks are different heights. Some people want a short stick. Some people would want a long stick. It depends on your style of play. But that's one of those things that you really only discover when you play together, when you're able to play with one another.
Yeah. So guys, there are links there shared on the Discord chat. So check that out. Another question from Lee. What makes this game stand out from others in its genre?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. So a lot of our focus has been on, so there's, I would say there are three core elements that make things stand out. The first, and this is a little, I would argue, and one could say that this might be relative, but one would be our core, like the design style, like the look and the feel of the game. Our creative director, Tommy Lee Edwards, is he's a legend in the comic book industry. I can tell you folks, I try not to say this in front of him because it makes me seem like a big dork. But I'm like a really big fan of his work. Like I read his books. I've read his books as I was growing up and in general. So when I meet him, I have to try to act cool. We have to have a cool talk and be normal.
Fangirling so hard.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh my god, oh my. So a good example is Tommy's actually worked as an example on my favorite mecha anime. So he worked on Robotech, so Macross, the anime. So this is as an example. This is a painting done by Tommy for a special edition of custom keycaps that he made. So all of the items that you see in terms of the design, we didn't use stock pieces because we're trying to create a very holistic world. So from this, and Tiff might be able to show a picture on camera, but when we came up with the design of this world, it's all based on we didn't just make a story Bible, we made a full comic book series. So what we wanted to do was really make sure that the world that we build in ExoGP is part of a larger vision and a creative space that can then be launched into something more broad, because of course we have other games we want to build. We want to build in this type of spirit of competition, the spirit of storytelling, and honestly, the spirit of a little bit of role play, because I know we're not an RPG, but all gaming is a little bit of role playing, because in that moment, you're that hero in the game, you're the fighter in the tournament, you're a soldier on the battlefield. Gaming at its core, when it's video gaming, is always about a little bit of being a character in some space, unless the player is really just you in a puzzle game, which is fine as well too, but you're a hero on the screen. And we wanted to make sure that we could build a foundation that was very robust and very strong, so that we could then launch into that larger world. The Second thing, I would say the second area where we really differentiate and what we really try to focus on is we value and we see just as much value for activities that are related to the game as the game itself. So our core vision has always been to have, and some of our folks, some of our friends who are, you know, been through some of our events in the past and know this, we've always believed that one of the biggest opportunities, it's not in Web3 gaming, but the biggest opportunities in digital entertainment is all of the things that we are able to do outside, right? Like outside of a standard, like outside of actually playing a game. Because look, I had joked once with the developers that one of the things that's a little bit of like not a bummer, but one of the things that is a reality of a challenge for us is that one of the only, the game itself, I used to say that the bummer is that the only thing you get to do in the game is race, right? Because all games sort of become that. They become rote habits and rituals for us. So our vision has always been to take a look at, we see that there are two fundamental areas that you need to cover for game design. The first is the game and the product itself. So whether it's ExoGP, whether it's Atmos, Exordium, the comic book, you need to create properties, things that people engage with, they touch, they play, they do something with. But on the other side, we actually believe that a core aspect and a critical line of products that must be developed in parallel to the games, to those IP products, are products focused on creating engagement tactics, events, all of the things that you do around a game. So if we go to watch soccer, we're not optimizing the game of soccer. Like, soccer doesn't change. I mean, it can be played at different levels of competition, but the game's always the same, right? At its core. But if you go to watch a soccer game, there are so many things there, so many types of products, right? Whether it's the stadium, whether it's the supporter clubs, whether it's the songs that you sing, or if you're at a pub, it's the games that you play while you watch the game. You see, there's a whole world and a whole ecosystem of experiences that are always running parallel. So for us, we actually see the opportunity as, and we've always seen the need with an ExoGP to build, yes, we have to build a cool game, but then we have to build what we call the joyless arcade. It's this whole experiential and cultural economics wing of the of our approach, which is really looking at what are all the things that are experiences that can relate to the game. So things like our tournament series that's going to be coming up, the Battle for Supremacy, that's part of our engagement and culture product line. We have a new system of like predictions and pick'em, so that when you're racing, you can like pick and choose who you think is going to win. And we've built that into like a web integration. That's part of the experiential side of the products. One of the things, and I'll drop a little bit of alpha for you, is that we've taken, we're working on tokenizing fandom, so that we are able to then go at, so that way, if you're a fan of a team, a player, if you launch a team and you go in, that's going to be a plan for the future. But the idea is, we're taking elements of like meme coin simulators and like trading mechanics stuff people like, but we're attaching that to being able to back and support teams in the game. And then based off of how well those pilots do in the game, they can have their, it's like, that's going to be all related to our token when we launch it, so that it's a trading pair. I won't go too much into the details. It's going to be a trading pair, but the basic game that we want to build is kind of like a pub game, where if we're on one team and we're doing well in the races, some of the supply gets burned off. So those tokens become, worth more. But if a competing team is doing really well, they can get mint tokens, so they can add tokens to our supply. So it's taking like elements of meme coin trading, but then applying it to like team competitions where like we can all work together to grind, and then we can send all of our tokens to Jawaian's team, right? So that way his value goes down, his team's value goes down, but then Jawaian can be like, all right, I'm going to get you back. And he's going to, maybe he'll team up with Crispy, and they're going to try to race a lot, beat us in the leaderboard, and then maybe send tokens back at us. Or maybe the two of us will work together to beat up on Carlos' team. So that would be, again, I would say that would be the other really, really big aspect that really separates us. Because then the third is that We really just, I like to think there is a general focus on developing a robust enough baseline for gameplay so that we are able to actually have a foundation that is fun, right? It's fun and it gives some benefit for repeat play versus there are some titles out there that maybe may seem a little bit less finished, less polished. And then yeah. So that would be I guess that'd be the answer for that question. Now I know I want to be conscientious of time as well too.
Yeah. Yeah, we have
So
a lot of questions actually, but we can collect them all, and then so that you guys can see it on the Discord, since you guys are part of our Discord now, and
yep,
you can answer them freely. But I'd like to have one last question. This
of
is from
course.
Totaro. Regarding the graphics, do you guys plan to optimize the game so that those with lower PC specs can play and enjoy ExoGP?
Yes, yes, and yes. I actually started my testing on a 1080. I had to actually upgrade my GPU like personally just to because I had to do more broadcasting and all this kind of stuff. But the answer is yes. I will say it is going to be what you see right now when you change your detail settings, things like that. It is a very it's still a rough version of graphics tuning. So moving forward, what you'll actually find is those lower level settings won't. Right now, it looks really bright. Look, we build in public. We're very honest about things. If you put your settings to like minimum to low, the game looks really bright, and that's because all of the light effects have been turned off. There are we were looking at putting together some like recommended monitor settings for people who go to that, just so it's not so bright on your screen, so that way again you know what that preset is. But we are going to be optimizing it heavily. We haven't touched that yet simply because we're still finalizing a lot of effects in the game. We need to get that done first before we can go into optimizations, but we are going to be focusing on that. I will say, though, our baseline is probably going to be a 1080. It's a little bit tough to go below that, but again, we're still taking a look at who's coming in, and quite frankly, if a large proportion of players need something a little bit like a slightly older GPU, we'll work with the reality of meet people where they are, build for the market, and we'll create some settings for that as well too.
Yep. There you have it, guys. For those who are saying that their potato PC can't handle can't handle it. By the way, let's quickly touch on Flight Club. So what's it
Yes.
all about? Yep.
Flight Club. So you know what? I will let Tiff put up her screen. So if you want to show off Tiff's screen, I was going to say, I accidentally logged in on the wrong browser, so I won't be able to bring up this. I'm not logged in at all, Tiff, so this works a lot better. So Flight Club is our integrated play to airdrop program for season 0. And this is all leading up to the launch of EQD, which is our token for the Planet Atmos ecosystem. So that's a very important note. It's not a token just for ExoGP. It is it's going to be for the entire world of games that we're building. And flex points are the currency that you earn in Flight Club. Now, our play to airdrop program was built considering two primary areas. It was built to consider two primary areas of focus. So one was to build a system that recognized participants who have deep existing interests in the Web3 gaming space. And the second was to build a system that connects gameplay and gameplay culture to P2A rewards. Because while we're using this right now for the P2A, Flight Club is the basis for our ongoing reward system within the game. So even after the TGE, Flight Club will still exist. We're just going to change what it's connected to. So when it comes to recognizing participants with deep existing interests in the Web3 gaming space, this is where our holder benefits come into play. So holders of Planet Atmos NFTs and eligible partner NFTs can earn multipliers for Flex at the end of the campaign. So Planet Atmos NFTs include everything from Mark IV Genesis Exos that can be used in game, as well as, our Proto Helm and Exordium comic collectibles. Now, partner NFTs, those can all be found on our Notion. So the team is going to actually share that in the chat. Partner NFTs, so NFTs from some of our like a number of different communities and games, as well as in some case tokens, can also be rolled in to the multiplier, and this can actually max out at a 12.5x for the total amount. So quite a large multiplier on your P2A earnings, but this is the only way you can get a multiplier, right? It is only by having some kind of a connection, some kind of a collection in the Web3 space. So that was our way of saying, we need to really, recognize that there are those who are supporting the space. That needs to be the one area where we heavily focus on creating some kind of an overarching benefit. Now, we have quests as well, too, where pilots can earn flex points through gameplay, such as gameplay, in-game performance, and participation in community events like this one. But those fall into three primary categories. And we did this very, very specifically. So one, we have quests for grinding, so volume of play. So things like daily logins and social quests, those are included. We also have, and as an example, like a track of the week, where we will highlight a track, and then people will, for every time they complete a time trial on that track, they get points, and you can earn up to 1,000 flex in a week, right? And now, if you think about that, one of the reasons we have that is, of course, grinders will play a lot of, just play a lot. We want to make sure there's a reward for that, but we didn't want grinders to not have a secondary benefit, and that sometimes we grind on tracks that we like and we avoid ones that we don't. And sometimes for the track of the week, we'll put on a more difficult track, and you can max it out your points after 50 races. But the benefit is people get really good at those tracks, and when you cycle it through, it means your grinding actually helps your play as a player, right? Because if you keep practicing, you keep doing something, you get better at it. And that's the spirit of a racing game. And now this goes in to the second, area category, which is quests for performance. How well do you play the game? Because you might play a bit, you might play a lot, but then you might play a lot and be really good. So in that case, we have leaderboards for our time trial and quick play modes that are captured at the end of each stage. We also have weekly leaderboards for time trials where you can earn flex points based off of your placement on the board. Seasonal leaderboard, like the leaderboard rewards, have increased over time. So we went from, being first place was 2,500 in stage 1, stage 2 it's 5,000, stage 3 it's 10,000. It keeps going up because the level of competition and play has been gone up. So again, as people are putting in more time, as they're getting better and better, we increase the rewards, and we always make sure there's a focus on not that you just play a lot, but we also want to make sure you play well. And sometimes some people don't play very often. They don't grind it out, but they still do really well. We wanted to make sure there was a balance. But then the third area is something where I would say is heavily focused on what we, I like to think this is a very much an ExoGP and Planet Atmos thing. We have quests that are all about improving user experience and providing entertainment value, just being fun. So right now, as an example, we have core hours for quick play that are focused from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. In our respective local server times. Now, right off the bat, people will say, oh, okay, this is great. It's a grind reward. It's a grind reward for playing multiplayer. Now, that is true. But the reason we actually did that was because one of the big frustrations a lot of people have in any online game are long queue times. So what we did here was we made sure that we wanted to encourage a little bit of traffic shaping so that people play at the same time to reduce queue times. You get in faster, you can meet a greater variety of players, because 100 people playing at 100 different times in multiplayer is not at all similar to 100 people playing at the same time on one server. So, of course, we want to give a reward for people adjusting their schedules. But the benefit here is that by doing that, everybody's experience gets better. Because P2A programs don't just have to be about I do something, I get something. They can also be ways to make gaming more easy to access, more enjoyable, and reduce frustration. So that's what we did here. And then we do crazy stuff like we have a new system where we have missile bounties. So I think Tiff is just coming off of her first, I think she's, Tiff, you're just coming off of your weekly missile bounty, right? If I'm not mistaken. So what we actually had was the ability to target. We have it's a really funny thing that we came up with, which is basically that we designate a member of the Planet Atmos staff who, and then basically if you shoot us down in the game, like specifically us, you get points.
Yeah, apologies. I had my mic muted. But yes, our community really likes to shoot us down, especially in our game nights. So that's something that we really wanted to build in and basically have automated. We will be changing it each week. So next week will be a different person, but we do make sure to have a little target emoji for their name. So you'll see that on a new person next week.
Yeah. So we've recently just released new in-game billboards. So what you're actually going to see is some of the billboards will be, this is the target this week, and it'll have our faces. But the reason is you need to find a way to engage, right? As this is Web3, we're building in public, we're building together. But we want to have something like, it's kind of funny that you designate a member of the studio staff and your job is to shoot them down. If you kill them, you get points. That's kind of, it's a little bit silly, but it's fun. And that can be part of the P2A. And then, of course, community participation. Events like this is one of the largest areas of earning, and will continue to be a way we integrate and work with other folks.
Can we do that tonight? Get everyone in game and
anybody who shoots, is it? Yeah, Tiff, are you still active? Is your bounty still active?
I think you're on mute.
You're muted, Tiff.
I am on mute. I'm sorry. Yeah, I am definitely still the target.
Okay, this is great.
People actually have earned flex on me. Actually, though, before we get to that, talking about Flight Club and earning from community engagements and playing in game, we do have a code for you guys. So,
that's right.
Yeah. So I'm going to paste it in the Discord, but we can also announce it officially. And you're going to want to put this in the social section. So I'll show you right up here where it's add redeem code. If you haven't signed up yet, you'll want to join first before you do. And the code will be GGWP ExoGP. So you'll be able to get, I believe, 200 flex right off the bat, as long as you redeem it. But the code does expire, so you'll want to redeem it now. And I pasted a screenshot in the Discord chat also. But yes, we always announce things like the track of the week on our social channels. We'll announce it in our Discord. We announce the bounty player in our Discord as well. And we do have a Telegram message. I did post that earlier in Discord chat, but we'll be also using that if you prefer Telegram as well.
Awesome. So that's the code, guys. We've pasted it there on, now it's on our lower third. And of course, we have that on the Discord as well. So, is it limited to first?
No, I think it should be enough for everyone. But you do need to redeem it before the hour is over because it will expire at midnight for you guys.
Get it. Okay. To our squad, do you have any questions for Tiff and Rich?
For the Fight Club website, so other players can connect their Epic game, so they can play the dailies for the game. So
we actually do have a guide for that. That's on our Notion. I am pasting it into the Discord. but it'll walk you through logging into the Planet Atmos portal, connecting your Epic account to participate in Flight Club, and also connecting your ETH wallet. So that portal will help you get flex in Flight Club, but also it'll allow you to play with your EXO in game, as well as get a holder role in our Discord for special channels.
So yeah, for me, my question is there a roadmap available so that the players can see what's coming for Atmos?
I'm just muted right now. So we are going to be releasing an update. We have to release an updated roadmap. A lot of our focus right now is on the game dev. So what we're trying to avoid is make it seem, well, quite frankly, game development roadmaps are very boring, because they're like lots of small steps, and 90% of it will say fix. You know, like you have to, because it's a lot of bug fixes. We are when we do announce our consumer engagement platforms, that will be part of like a restaging. So stay tuned for that one. We do have an old one, but you know, again, it was built before we started to get into the like this late stage of the alpha release, in which case we need to restate it now, simply because the game is we've changed our direction. Not changed our direction. The game has evolved. Our capabilities have evolved since we did that original map, and we just want to make sure that's reflected properly.
Okay. Mona, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I do. So my question would be, are there any upcoming tournaments or competitive events where players can earn more rewards?
Do you want to see another really like little piece of alpha?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
we would
let
love
me
that.
see if I've got this. Hold on one second. I
All right.
should have this video. I hope I have it queued up. Just give me. I might not have it queued up. So just bear with me. I need to look for it. Oh my god, I do have it. Okay, one second. One second. So the short answer is yes, we do have a tournament series coming up. So these will be our battles. So last year, about this time, we had something called Canyon Blitz, which was our first big tournament. We are going to be setting up. Some new competitive series, and this is the this is the teaser of it. So give me 1 second. All right. So that is the teaser for the new battle series that's coming up. So we're restructuring the way we want to do competitions. The big change is that we wanted to make sure that, of course, big tournaments are really good, but we wanted to make sure we had the opportunity to have smaller competitions as well too. So that way we can maintain a greater level of frequency in terms of the competition. So we are actually just in the final. So you might have noticed in game, you see that there's a Singapore server in addition to what used to be our only Asia server in Hong Kong. We're doing that because we're trying to find the most stable server environments for players in all of our growth areas for the game. Once we lock that down, you will see an announcement fully land for this competition series, but it is going to be really based around like weekly events, maybe mini ladders along the way, culminating in monthly, quarterly, or like larger events. But the idea is that with our competition series, we didn't just want it to be all about one big event. The idea is allow people to play through smaller events to then qualify for larger ones and then end up at larger invitationals. So that's the general structure we have right now, but that is going to be launching this stage. But in full transparency, we do need to make sure we are able to fully stabilize servers because we just want to make sure that the competitive integrity is there for everybody participating.
Yeah. So do you think, I know we are over um, the top of the hour, but do you think we can do like a quick, very quick gameplay showcase?
Of course, of course. Let me get in there 1 second.
So for everyone in Discord,
All
get
right.
ready for your game.
Yeah, because we want to give away, right, CRC, we want to give away some prizes to the
So
top.
for the custom lobby that Sir Richard will gonna create, you're gonna win for the top 5. Maybe we can give chance for the beginners. So I know a lot of here are pros, as what
Mhm.
Sir Richard just mentioned a while ago. So this lobby is only available for the beginner. So you are
Custom
having a
lobby.
chance to
Let's
win
go, custom.
the IV Genesis X.
Okay. Tiff, where should we set the server up? Should we do a Singapore server?
I think Singapore would probably make the most sense.
All right.
Do you want to be
Yes.
the host, Rich?
Sure, I can do that up. Singapore. All right. And where should I put the Oh, I just realized, Tiff, I'm on the wrong machine. You know what, Tiff? You send me a lobby code because I realized I can't send it off my second machine.
Oh boy. Okay.
Wait, I might be able to. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just get into the
No,
Discord, sorry.
Jawayan, no. Jawayan wants to, wants to join.
Sorry, you're not allowed to participate.
Oh,
It's only
Okay,
for
Tiff,
the beginners.
Tiff, I'm sending this to you on
Only.
Discord, okay? I'm going to send you a message really fast. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
So please
It's
give
great because everyone can see my Discord and they can see you.
yes.
Uh-oh. All your secret messages, Rich.
I know. There you go. You got it. So just if you could share that code around.
I gotta hold on. Oh, yes. So
Oh, I
I
see
think
Zip found our old post about Canyon Blitz. Look at that.
hey, let's go.
This is
That was
the
before my time.
It was.
So everyone, type in the code right now, and for the pros there, please don't join. Give chance to others.
we know your names, guys. So
We know your name. We already stalk you in the server already.
Yeah.
it's for beginner, but we will. I think CRC we will also have a quick one lap for the pro. Like they can join for they can highlight their their pro movements in the game. So after this beginner friendly match, so we can also have one
Of
quick
course.
match for the pro ones.
All right.
Yeah,
an
it
exhibition match.
It'd actually be really good to see how some of our pros play. You'll see some very, very fun, interesting gameplay.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got
Putting this one out, Rich, though, so that
Uh,
way we can get the most people in.
I've got a full
me-
lobby right now. So
Let me
Okay.
check
Oh,
their
cool.
names so we can we can
of
start.
course.
Let's see.
Maybe they changed their
So
IGN. So we can
while
Newbie.
try.
everyone is waiting, let me just remind you guys to don't forget to take a screenshot for our Ninmu quest and also for our Tensai and for our ExoGP missions.
Nice. So
So
we
I
got here
know
newbie. We got B Extreme, BT Extreme. Botops is here. Elxie, nice one, girl. Eggsy, Por, Por.
Why are you joining 444?
Oh, si Por. I was like, what was Por? Like, okay. And then
It's
you,
me, guys.
Fika. Okay. We
should I
good?
start a second lobby for people who still want to play?
Oh, yeah. Let's do
Sure,
it. Sorry.
Okay.
for the Pro one, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I will create a new one and then
All right. Well, I'll get this lobby started. I'll put it on as a 3-lap race, just so people have a little bit of time to get used to things. And I've got it in the middle of the day, so it should be nice and sunny for everybody.
I think the second lobby is for the pro one,
Yes, for
so
the second lobby, guys.
Okay,
you
pro.
can they can join. So no beginners allowed in the second lobby. So you
Oh,
you can.
What if they feel they are already pro, but
I
they're
think we have a few newbies in here though already.
Yeah, we got Oreo J. UJ's is here.
Well,
Pre
yeah,
gamer.
we'll do a newbie round first, and then the next one, we'll have Rich host all the pros. You can see their
Oh yeah.
gameplay. I think
Okay,
that'll
two
work better.
lobbies for newbies.
Okay.
Cool.
I think the first lobby is starting.
Okay,
Yep.
let's see.
Just loading up still. And chat, let us know if you are having any trouble with internet connections. We do know that sometimes the lobbies can stall a little bit if somebody has like a slow internet connection or they drop out. So just please let me know.
Yeah. Elxie,
Oh, okay.
from your lobby got disconnected.
Okay, that's okay. You can actually use that same code to come back in.
Mm-hmm.
So just go through the custom game mode and add that code again, and you'll actually be able to make it back in. And this is the funny thing, the lobby will actually start right now. If you are able to, just let us know. If not, that's okay as well too. I can always we can just Alt F4 and close the game and start it one more time.
It looks
Yeah.
like my lobby started up, and I do see Joanne and Carlo Ron in here.
Yeah.
As well as a lot of new faces.
Shout out, by the way, to BCH Guild. I think most of our ExoGP OGs are from this guild.
Oh
exactly.
yeah.
They're also streaming the ExoGP as I stalk them in the ExoGP streams channel. I'm
Oh yeah.
watching their gameplay and their smooth race.
Nice. Yeah, and they've been guiding some of our testers
Yeah.
as well.
And I think Errol learns a lot from them by just
Yes.
watching.
So you can already see some of the modules in play. Someone just smoked me out. And I have a homing missile. It'll be a little hard to see on my stream, but once I find someone, I'm ready.
They're gonna be cooked. Okay, some of the players are stuck in loading screen.
Yeah, it's because we Alexi disconnected, so we need them to rejoin or have to restart. We have to quit the game out. But I haven't seen them right back yet.
Yeah. I think most of them are trying to trying their luck since some of them got kicked out.
No, but really, if that one player is able to just enter the code again, the lobby will start. Otherwise, I need to. Oh, it's because someone else is trying to load in, so now the slots are okay. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna have to restart the game. That's fine. So what I'd actually ask folks to do is just hit Alt F4. We'll just close the game. We'll just have to start again from restart again. Yeah, it's okay. It's funny. That's the one time. That's the one condition that it takes to make the lobbies get stuck. And it's funny. It's a fun thing about game development. Lobby management and server management is it's tricky. It's a very funny thing. You have to sort of account for all the different things that can happen. But
for sure.
that's okay. 1 second.
So who's winning on your competition, Tiff?
I've got Joanne 1,000 meters ahead of us.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, there's a shield. See that? You can see the drop shield was right there. So that was that electric gate that was blocking things off. Okay, now I've just got to figure out how to get this code over if Tiff's in game. Let's see.
I can alt tab real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know when you DM it.
It's in.
Okay. Watch as I crash. And Rich's new lobby code.
Got it.
Oh, there's two drop
Oh
shields
my
in front
gosh,
of
there's
the.
so many shields there.
Yeah.
Okay, I see Kotaro.
Kotaro.
I see newbie. Hey, I got newbie. Hi, newbie.
Jawaian, of course, is the winner.
Classic.
Okay, so I've got only 3 people. Oh, I see. Okay, Dong Pyo is in now. Oh, and I have Karvik and Utop's 18. There's 2 more spots left.
For the beginners, guys, go to lobby with Rich, so you don't get crashed with the pro ones like in the lobby 2.
So,
We still
yeah,
have
2
2.
slots, guys. 2.
We have 2 spots left if anyone else wants to join.
Wait, let me.
Kuya Kev said, "Newbie, you're not a newbie."
Oh, okay, we got pour for
Okay,
pour for
cool.
pour. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have a full lobby now. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
So I'll let you take that image.
Okay, we got Newbie, Karvik, Kotaro, Elxie, 444, Batops, and Dankyo.
Okay. Alexi, let's hope your computer's happy this time.
Good luck, guys.
No pressure.
Yep, no pressure.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, we are in.
Perfect. You guys are actually coming in at a great time because with this new build, the maps look so much nicer in my opinion. Previously we had some really nice green skies, but we do have a couple of different options for each map now, including midday, which is the way we like to race it. Very bright and sunny.
So I'm looking at the ping times. They look great for everybody Singapore side. And you can also see on my screen, we have all of our in-game banners. So there's Xborg is right there. Oh, there's Woof. There's Woof from the
Wolfsdao.
Wolf AI, Wolves DAO. Let's see.
So
who else do
from
we have.
your from your group, Tiff, so we got Jawaian. Like, who's the top? You're on 3rd place, right?
Yeah. Just want to let a couple people finish up. I know that they're trying to get their groups on the track. But
Oh, I think I hit somebody with a missile. Sorry, I had to do it.
yeah, Joanne and Carlo Ron, we've seen in our matches, in our game nights quite a bit. And then when we do a full lobby, we can pull Zip and Gab and Cohen. Oh, Gab is in EU region, so that might be a little difficult, but
Oh, there's the Hemi logo, the Wolves logo. Yeah, we just got the billboards in last week, so that was quite nice for us to get done.
yeah, definitely.
I think someone's not moving.
It's like stuck. So I think I saw someone ask in the Discord, like, are you gonna have like an Iron Man themed suit?
We've actually discussed making some that are kind of similar to some looks to things. We are always looking for like collaborations. We actually, as we've thought about making like a suit that's themed after, some existing brands. But our actual focus is that we'd love to actually do field suits for teams as team suits first. So like a YGG suit, that would actually be where we'd want to do first.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is yes, but there are other ones that we'd like to do before we do those.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe like Astro Boy.
Exact. See, now you're talking. I would love that look, but we have to figure out how to do the hair as the helmet.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, but the big boots and the cannon hand, of course.
Someone also says in Discord that maybe you can feature a Pinoy superhero like Captain Barbell, one of
Yeah,
the
exactly.
famous heroes in the
No, since it's all about flying, it should be Manananggal.
Oh my god. Maybe you can explain it more to them. With amazing.
Oh my god, look at the shields
That's
people are
too much.
dropping, Tiff. There, I have like V shields. This is crazy.
Oh,
What is
wait,
this?
that's great.
Oh my god.
It's so perfect too. It's
I know,
perfectly
it's done
aligned.
so nicely.
I've never seen it so nice.
I've never
You've got
seen
artists in
people
your
do-
lobby.
I know. I've never seen anyone do it so nicely.
Okay. So who's winning?
Poor for poor is
Whoa,
number one
no
right
way.
now.
444.
Very far ahead, yeah. Poor for poor.
Oh, 444, we're rooting for you.
Go get
444 is also rooting for the Exos.
There's another V. What is this?
Who's that from?
I don't know. I'm very curious.
How can I summon that wall though?
Oh, you use the it's so you get different modules that you can use the B button or so your module controls depending where you are in the race, different capabilities will spawn. So the shield is one of them, missiles are one of them. So you see on the bottom right of my screen it says unarmed, and it loads up. Once it's ready, now it's saying I have a smoke screen. So if I push the module, now I'm leaving smoke behind me. So all throughout the
it's
game, you
random.
get it's based off of where you are in a race. So let's see, I have boost charger now, so now I have more speed, I have more afterburner. Flare, so I should be able to blind this player.
Oh, do we
there's
have
Katario.
some screenshot for the lobby too, for the winners?
Yeah, we should be able to pull them. Let me see. This actually. Okay, I do think we have one more person in our lobby, but I can pull actually. The other names just might need a second.
Go guys, you can do it.
Okay, while we're waiting for the giveaways, guys, for those who ask questions and you are gonna win X or Zoom, 3 of you guys, and also for the best questions that will be chosen for our team, for our guest, you will win a Razer Wolverine V2 wired controller.
Yeah. Now you might have noticed in the game we have a lot of different types of music. A big focus of our game design was to really focus on musical direction. So actually, I do a lot of the musical direction in the game alongside our head of product, Todd, and that's why we started with all like sort of upbeat drum and bass music. But recently, we've added a lot of new techno stuff, which is why you hear actually you're among the first group to hear all the new music. but it's been a very big focus for us to do that. That we've always felt it's just a very important aspect of game design that tends to get
Yeah.
skipped. People just throw in generic stuff, and none of the music here is generic. It took a very long time to find everything that we needed to make the game sound the way we wanted it to.
Oh, so the second lobby is done, right?
Let me take a quick look. No, we still have one person who's still racing.
Okay,
I'm
but on my
actually
screen
grabbing.
you could. Sorry,
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say on my screen you are able to now see the rankings for the races.
Wow,
If you want
four.
to, if you need to screen, yeah, poor. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a great
Bottom.
lap time. 127. That's a very good lap time on Dawn.
Nice.
Tiff, that's a really good time. That's better than the people at Wolves Den.
Oh,
But I
in
saw
wow,
GDC.
someone
really?
with 1 minute and 8 seconds though. It's
Mm-hmm.
JR from with
Yeah.
Genesis.
So, yeah, this is funny. I was going to say that's a example. To have somebody start off at that time is really impressive. We were just at GDC and did an activation with Wolves DAO. It was very, very fun. But like poor, your time is this is your first time playing. You're already at that level of a lot of those players when they started.
Wow.
Um, Boot tops at 130, same thing, which means with, again, like I said, a little bit of practice,
I want to add
you're well.
that
Yeah.
444 used it all the time yesterday just to play the game.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
to prepare for this
Yeah,
game na.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
this is actually those two times I will say the 127 and 130 for your lap times are very good, right? And I would say the average time we typically see when people first start is about 2.5 minutes. Right, that's pretty common.
Well, when I first tried it in the Don't Track, I'm I'm 3 minutes, so it's a lot of improvement.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, it's one of the things about racing games, and we tend to forget this, is that you can't really do well if you don't have the track memorized. You do need to have a little bit of memorization of the track. Otherwise, you'll go so fast you won't know which direction to go in. You need to know which way you're turning. Versus try to read all of the signs. That's what I like to say.
Cool. Rich, do you want to host the pro lobby just so people can see what kind of gameplay you could find?
Sure, I could do that.
Okay, I'm gonna kick everyone from my lobby because I know Joanne and Carlo will want to be in Rich's lobby.
Oh, they're gonna shoot me. Wait, they can't because the missiles aren't that active anymore.
Oh,
So they can't just.
Should I be in
No, no
yours so they
Banshee.
can get flexed?
Yeah, let me just. I'm gonna move
Okay.
everybody
So
out.
this is
and I'm gonna,
the pros.
Yes, this
So
will
I'm
be the
gonna-
pro lobby.
An exhibition match.
yeah.
Okay. We're down to our final game, guys. So for the pros there.
Okay, Tiff, I just sent you the code. If you could put that in, that'd be amazing. What track should we do? Should we do Fang? I know Carlo really likes
Ooh.
Fang.
Hardest one.
Yeah, let's do a new one.
Fang.
I
I think
don't
Fang's
know-
pretty good.
Everyone who's in, but if you're one of our regulars, make sure you join that lobby. It'll be the pro play lobby so we can see high level play.
Oh my God, I know all the. Oh God, I know all these names.
Perfect.
Oh, gosh. We have. Okay. Hey. Gipong. That's one new name for us. So that's cool. But I recognize every single name here.
Oh,
I have
Gipong from Vietnam.
I have the. Oh my God, I have the wrong
Ooh.
suit, Tiff. I'm not in a fast suit. It's okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna make
Uh-oh.
this work. I believe. All right. And I'm gonna turn the music up so that way, if you are just watching the stream on its own, you'll get some music coming along.
Are you on a spectator mode, Rich, or a racer?
Sorry?
Are you in a
He's in the
spectator mode
race
or a racer?
I'm in racing mode. I'm in racing mode, so we can go there. Or I could restart the lobby in spectator mode if you want me to actually show you. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. I'm going to take us back to lobby. Let me show you the spectator mode so you can get an idea, because this way you can see everybody's flight style. That's a really, really great
Yes.
suggestion.
So we can see the pro ones.
Action.
And now I don't have to be embarrassed about my gameplay. No, but this is a great way of sharing the game. Say if everyone is watching the stream, I know there's going to be people watching online on YouTube as well too.
So for everyone here in Discord and staying up to this time, don't forget to join their Discord server, because I know they are also having a game night, right?
Look at these exos. Look at these exos.
That's a lot
So
of butt.
now I'm on JPacur, and we've actually just updated this interface. So now you can actually see the rankings on the left side of the screen of who's in first, second. So we can see Jawine is in first place. Look at Jawine go. Look at that smoothness of flight.
Jawayan.
Oh, Jawine got taken out by somebody. Just got hit. Smokes are dropping. Gipong is there. Is JR Fakura.
Go, YGG Vietnam.
Did the controls go out for you guys? Just want to make sure. Let's see. I think.
Oh, Carlo might have an issue.
Oh, there's a bug. Okay, that's weird. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Oh, are you bugging out? Okay. Okay, I got it. 1 second. Let me take us back. Bear with me here. That was weird. You had too much power, guys.
You broke the game,
Let me try
guys.
that one more time. That was really strange. Okay. Okay, I got Zip in the lobby now. Tiff, do you think this is because there's too many people trying to hit the lobby?
Trying to jump it, yeah.
Not sure.
A lot
'Cause
of
we've
people
never
are
actually-
really enjoying the game, I think.
Yeah, Tiff, I was just wondering, like, because if the server's getting hit, we don't often run into this situation where too many people try to join one custom lobby. But folks, let me know if you do have a controller input problem, because that could be what it is.
Oh, that shot, that view is so different seeing it from the front.
Yeah. And look at Jawine go. Jawine is holding first place right now. Yeah, I think there's a controller. Is there? Jawine, are you losing your controller input? Just one. Oh, no. He's still going. Oh, my God. He took a shortcut. That's what it was. I was like, oh, Jawine's going off course. No, Jawine discovered. Oh, my God. Jawine finding all the shortcuts.
Joayan Dip, guys.
Oh, my God. Zip is holding second place, though. Oh, look at that battle. Zip and JR Fakura are really tight together. So we'll have to see how this nets out. We are on the tail cam right now, Tiff. So this is looking pretty crazy. Now, Jawine is right in front of them. I wonder what they're going to be able to do. Do they if they can get a missile, or if they're going to dump their module? We'll have to see.
Zip is in
sometimes you
perfect
hold on to
missiling range too.
I know, but maybe they're holding on to a module. They're not dumping it. Oh, it was a flare. They got to dump it. Yeah, so a flare is off. So they dump the module for sure. Look at this tight battle right now. This is a tough one. You run out of boost in this run, and Jawine's not going to be getting any additional boost modifiers right now. So they've got to be very, very careful right now.
Oh, another shortcut.
Oh my God, Jawine with all the shortcuts, and here we got Gab.
Is he part of the team that developed the map or something?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here's Carlo. Look at Carlo navigating through the smoke. Look at that. Totally makes it through the smokes. right now. But again, Zip is creating a little bit more space. There's a huge battle right now between second and third. So Jawaian again is getting a little bit of space right now. Look at that right behind them. You can see what's going on. It's Zip and JRF who are really in a battle. Oh, Zip gets a little bit of a hit, so Carlo's actually taking up third spot. So we head up with Carlo right now. Look at that. Oh, look at Carlo's suit. Oh my gosh.
The black is so nice.
Oh my God. Look at it. Look at how badass that looks.
The black is actually beautiful.
It is pretty amazing.
Yeah, so JRFA is one of our faster players, but
tagged by a missile.
Brutal.
Zip has taken third spot. Zip has taken third spot with that tag.
Now, the smoke usage can be very strategic, especially on this map. There's a lot of very tight corners that'll make it a lot more difficult.
But you see, Zip has actually got a great sense of this track, though. You take a look, right? They just navigated those smokes in the tunnels.
This is the latest map, right?
This is one of the latest maps.
Our newest. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's our logo, 5DV. There we go. And Avocado Dow is there as well, too. And we got some driving techno beats, which I feel is appropriate for the power of a Philippines lobby. The fastest racers on the planet, per capita, 100%, hands down. I mean, how does it feel? I got to ask you, YGG crew, when you find out that as a country, you are the fastest country in the world at ExoGP. You're the fastest territory.
Well, to be honest, we are not that surprised. Just kidding.
Wow.
I love
the confidence. I love it.
Amazing. No,
Sorry for the confidence because a lot of the community here is showing their pride.
It's been amazing to see how fast. Like, we have fast pilots from all over the world, like all of EU, you know, and they come from different regions on that server. France, Morocco plays there. We have pilots coming in from like Ukraine, you know, UK, Russia, but Philippines as an individual nation, the Philippines is the fastest, the fastest country, which is amazing to me.
Yeah,
I'm biased though. I really did want to. Yeah, I did want to see. Asia region. I mean, of course, we want NA to do better, but NA is always the slowest, the worst at games. Oh, look at that. Jawaian with first place. JRF is going to pull in second. And Zip. Is Zip going to make third? Look at that. Oh, Zip made it through the shields. Did you see that?
So many shields. It's such a narrow area, too. I love dropping mine there.
Oh, Carlo just made it through the shields, too. I am just admiring Carlo's suit. That is a great Yatun suit.
I see
look at
Carlo
the barrel
dropping
roll
all that
for
smoke,
style.
too.
I know. Okay, let's get to Ferrip because I feel bad now. Ferrip is going to have to fight their way through. Look at these tunnels.
Name.
He's got to get through the shields. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, he made it. He made it. He made it through the shields, and now there's smoke. Just to go through. Ferrip just had to go through barriers, shields, and smoke.
Go, Philip.
And there's Gipong just chilling. Gipong is going to round out the lobby. Again, really solid control. Great correction there, eh, Tiff? Did you see that? Did you see that?
That was
turn
actually
correction?
really good.
Excellent
Way better than I
throttle
would do.
Control. Oh my gosh. See, and that's one thing we noticed about the players coming from Philippines is that there's a much better understanding of how to utilize throttle because, you know, you can't just step on the gas and expect to be able to turn. And the precision of throttle management in Philippines has been really, really amazing to see. You know, our real hope is to get our great players from the EU, like Rush from France. Somehow we have to get the best players from all over the world to meet in one place, to play on one server locally, because we know there are different styles that are coming out of the different regions, and we really want to see what happens when those styles go head to head in competition.
And the best part is we're really leaning in on letting people bet on this too. There's a little bit of a taste from GBC as well for that.
So Jawaian's time, 4:28 total lap time. Look at that, eh? 4:28. Very, very nice. And it was only 4:33 for JRF, so we're talking about a 5-second split, Tiff. Absolutely amazing. And actually, I can pull up the standings so we can take a look at it. This was actually a really big update for us. You're gonna think this is funny. We weren't able to see the standings, like the end of the race, when you weren't racing in the game. So if we were spectating, we had to like write everything down. It's just one of those things that, you know, when you build, you don't actually build everything in order. And this was something that came later, but now you can see everything. And for everybody who has played with us before, check it out, everybody. All the standings are now, all the race times actually have 4 decimal places. So you see how we have 4 decimal places for the time. And that's because the closest split we've seen on a leaderboard is 0.0001 seconds.
Oh yeah,
So
that
the game,
was
it
insane
gets
to
that
see.
tight. It gets that
And
tight.
those are between 2 of our keyboard and mouse players too.
I know. So it's not a game of seconds or tenths of seconds or hundredths. You know, it's in thousandths or 10,000ths of a second. That's how tight the game can get. But it's something it's been amazing to see because I can speak to Jawayan's build specifically. The level of tuning that's going into EXO configurations is unreal. We've seen Rush's suit, we've seen Jawayan's suit, we've seen Jappy's. People, you know, when those loot capsules drop, and you can also, I'll actually, I guess that's I know we're well over time, so I did want to show you folks quickly the store. The loot capsules do drop every time you pass a level of XP. But what you are able to do as well, so I'll just remove all you folks just because I don't want you to get trapped. When you are playing through the game, you know, I know I know everybody's taken a look at audio control settings. One thing we do like to always point out to everybody is that under preferences, there are inversion controls. So depending on what you set that to, I like to play like a traditional flight simulator. When everything's inverted, if you push down on the stick, the EXO pitches up. If you push up on the stick, the EXO pitches down. If you turn these settings off, pushing up will make the EXO go up, and pushing down will make the EXO go down. It's a really important setting to go through just to make sure the controls feel good for you. But you see under the if you actually go to the store, as you finish each race, you get power cells. So those are those little you get an icon for power cells that you earn, and you can actually buy loot capsules as well too. So whether or not you're earning them through passing XP levels or you buy them, you can get loot capsules along the way. And what you're able to do is, and what we've seen with a lot of people's exos right now is they're really combining, they're testing all sorts of different combinations of every piece of equipment to try to find the one that best suits their flight style. And, again, going back to that first question, are there suits that dominate? I can tell you now that, there we go, that the speeds we're seeing there's a Jawayan suit. So that speed of 344 is actually faster than the Mark. So the Mark IV Genesis Exos all come with a general profile. One's more speed oriented, one's more control oriented, and one's relatively balanced. The starter suits, as you go to level 10, feature those same baseline profiles. But I can tell you, with Jawayan's numbers there, that speed is faster than the speed profile of the default Mark IV. So no suit is automatically the best. You will find one that is right for you, and you will need to find it through combinations of the loot capsules. But that is also a very cool looking suit, Jawayan. I personally like it. There is one, I guess Vulcanson, right? Vulcanson is pretty close to the Philippines flag colors. So we do know that one is a popular one to start with. But going for the one that suits your style of play and also maintains enough speed to keep up with the baseline of competition is what we always tell people to keep an eye out for.
And here's our Vulcanson suit as well in the chat, just so you can see.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, Tiff.
Okay. Oh, that's really nice. Love the colors there. Right.
Yeah. The Chosen suit is very popular with the Brazilian players because it matches their flag. Vulcanson was the first suit that caught the attention of our players in Philippines.
Yeah, the colors are really like PH
Yes,
flags.
very PH vibe. Exactly.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for sharing all of this and playing with the GT community. We really had fun. We learned a lot about ExoGP. And as we said, like, we have a lot more questions and we're going to forward them to you. We're going to collect all of them. And guys, if let's see if the team can answer all of them. Um, and we'll inform you as well of the latest events that's coming. So yeah, before we close today's stream, and thank you once again everyone for being with us all throughout the stream and playing. I know a lot of you have hopes of joining the competition a while ago, but yeah, we broke some of the the lobbies there. But yeah, to Richard and Tiff, like any last comments for our GT community?
Yeah, no, I just want to say thank you so much for giving us so much time. I know we've even gone much longer than we originally anticipated, so we really, really appreciate that. One of the great highlights for Tiff and I to be working in the space and for the entire Planet Atmos team is how generous everybody is with their time. And you've been so generous with your time and your support, and we really, really appreciate it. We do have weekly game nights every Thursday, so you're always more than welcome to join us. There's always lots of giveaways, lots of stuff. We do have some very, very limited edition stuff, a few items left over from our time at GDC. One of the most rare ones. This one is very difficult to get. I don't know if we can actually send this to the Philippines, but we had a custom version of a energy drink made for us, like a special edition made for us. So this is actually this flavor. If you can read the label, is Falcon High. It's named after one of the teams in the space. So this was our friends over at Advanced GG made this for us. Oh, there we go. Made this for us. So here you can actually see it features the branding for the battles, as well as like a special Wolves Den logo, and you can actually see some of the new designs that we're working around that'll be coming out. But we have game nights every Thursday, so we'd love to have you. You're always more than welcome. If you're a beginner, that's absolutely okay. We can come up with beginner lobbies. Everybody's always welcome. And then along the way, as you're learning and progressing through the game, we've set up a lot of quests within Flight Club all around like content creation, meaning if you stream the game, you can get, flex points just for streaming. You get flex points for making tutorial videos or videos that you share online. So as you go through your program, the progression of like becoming a faster pilot, we'd love to see some of those videos. And if we put them into our highlight reels, you can also earn additional flex points that way too. It's really important for us to be able to support. We know how hard it is to make videos. We know how difficult content is to make, and for us, that's a big aspect of what we want to build our, the culture and the spirit of the game around. It's of course amazing to win, play in game and win, but what's really nice is to share stories, because in the end, the heroes of our game aren't these exos or these pilots that we have in the comics. The heroes of the game are all of you, and we really want to tell your hero stories and tell your hero's journey as a pilot in the world of ExoGP. So whether that's by coming through a game night and we get highlights there, whether you post stuff online, all of it's stuff that we'd love to create some more productions around. You've seen what the videos look like, and we want to get that involved, get everyone involved there too. And then the last note is we are actually working on some modified game night timings. So historically, they've gone at either 2 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern time. Tiff and I have been discussing this, but we're probably going to go 2 p.m. and maybe have one that's earlier. 7 p.m. seems to be a little bit late for both our European players, and it's a little bit tough for our EU players. So we're going to keep that 2 o'clock. We have to finalize what the other time is. We floated around 10 a.m., so same time as like this. So it's more like 10 p.m. in Asia. We need to see how that works out for EU. But again, something where just stay tuned for that, because we'd love to have you. You're always welcome in our Discord. And also, if you have any questions shoot us a note anytime. We are in the Discord, and May, as you send that information over, we will answer every question.
Yep.
But then if you have any other questions, just at any time, just come into our Discord and just let us know. There's always going to be somewhere that to get that response to you, and we do answer everything, always.
Nice. Thank you, Rich. How about you, Tiff?
Yeah, I mean, really, thank you so much for your time, but also, we're always happy to answer any questions that you might have. Definitely come through, join us for game night. There's a lot of different ways to earn flex. We highlight them in current opportunities. But seriously, any questions that you have, feel free to ask us in Discord. If you want a private channel, just open a ticket and we'll get to you and help you as soon as possible.
Awesome. Thank you so much to our guest, Richard, and of course, Tiff of Planet Atmos. I hope everyone had fun. Thank you as well to our squad. Congrats 444 for getting that.
Congrats 444. You did well.
And of course, our captain for tonight. Thank you so much, Boring Forever. And there you have it, guys. Thank you. This has been a wonderful stream, of course, featuring ExoGP, only here in GGWP Game Nights in our YGG Game Testers program. Again, we are your hosts. My name is Mazing. We got Sugoi Squad B here, our co-host, of course, our pilot is there, our captain, Boring Forever. And we will leave you with our outro, our Web3 games that we have tested in the last year. See you guys. Bye. Good night. Good
Thank you,
morning.
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.